Good morning and welcome to the 2024 Ocean Contractors Tankard Provincial and the Nova Scotia Scotties Provincial Playdowns at the Halifax Trolling Club. At the end of this weekend, only two more games will declare the Nova Scotia representatives for the 2024 Montana's Brier and the Scotties Tournament of Hearts. Today's featured match, the semi-final, is between Team Christina Black and Team Mackenzie Mitchell. I'm your host today, Ben Mayhew, and with me today is...
Maria Fitzgerald.
Excellent. And so because Christine has a better record coming in here, she had the choice of both rocks and last rock. So we are going to see if they how they respond to a little bump in the road last night. Seeing both teams here, just keeping it clean for this first one, get everyone's feet underneath of them. What were you up to last time, Maria?
Oh, I was here watching the curling.
Excellent.
Yes, I actually was in this event, but with Team McNutt, and we had a great week, and now we're enjoying the rest of the weekend watching the championships.
Oh, that's excellent. How did you find the ice?
Ice was awesome, yes. It was so good, and the rocks were amazing as well, so the best surface to play on for sure.
Yes, lots of hard work done by the volunteers. I was hearing about some of the labor that went into just even fixing the rocks midweek to make sure that it was as best as possible.
Yeah, it was definitely high high ice standards.
As good as we're going to get in a curling glove.
Yeah.
Oh, that's excellent. And we do have the on-ice patch. It's not as popular at 9 in the morning, it looks like. But if you'd like to come down and be on the ice and watch the players and listen to what all they have to say, and I did see even a little bit of interacting with them yesterday.
Some high fives.
Some smiles, some high fives, some cheers.
Yeah.
That is available. We'll have the women's final on at 2 o'clock. On this sheet, same sheet on sheet 2, and then the men's final on at 6 o'clock on sheet 8. We do have the men's semi-final between Team Fleming, who came through the 3-4 game, and Team Owen Purcell, who lost the 1-2 game last night that both you and me were watching intently.
And we did see the corner guard go up there by Team Christina Black, so...
Yeah, it's becoming more common of if you get that one and hit it to the side and they don't roll back, throw up the corner, and you can always make a double later.
Yes, exactly. So Carly Evers is going to try a hit and roll under the corner guard now.
Although at my level, I do find that my guys look at me crazy when I call that shot.
Fair.
Still.
Yep.
They're like, just hit it.
Who cares where you roll?
Yeah, we're not good enough to roll. Roll it back to the center consistently.
Looks like she's going to roll the opposite way. Just stick out there in the 12-foot. Good to group those yellows together, though. It might set up a potential double on their next one.
Yeah, they might. They went with the aggressive call early, but by having them both over here, they can get the double easier to try to get out of the end after being a little bit aggressive. And this is not an easy shot to hit and roll to such a place where there isn't a double. And who knows, they might even be able to use that corner guard later.
Yeah. Not taking much ice on this hit there. Must be pretty straight out in the wings.
Yeah, ice is constantly changing. Every game is a little bit different, sometimes a lot different.
Yeah.
So they must have seen something in practice there. Really wanting to get the big roll here, so we'll tighten up the ice, get things moving towards that corner guard.
Oh, clean. Clean. Yep. Hard. Clean. You're good. You're good. You're good. Good throw.
Yeah, and that one's slowly getting closer to the corner guard. Going to try to get to use it here eventually.
This is the third Jen Baxter for Team Black.
No longer Baxter.
Oh, sorry. Jen Wilson. Whoa. So it even scratched
Yeah.
out.
I think we might have used the one from last year, and then
Yeah.
then she saw it and went, "Nope, that's not right." Me and Jen used to work together actually
Okay,
for
cool.
a summer.
Nice.
That was a long time ago, and we won't say how long ago that was, but she was Baxter back in
Yes.
that day.
Mine's good. Close. Clean. Oh, Sarah, a little bit. Hey, good.
Color in last rock. Color doesn't just mean a set of rocks on the sheet you're playing on. They were able to choose and you can see over
Both teams just trying to get in position to make something happen here. Sarah's trying to keep in front everything in front of her and not set up this double, and Christina just keeps trying to inch towards the corner guard to use it after taking a little bit of a risk to throw it up early in the end.
Oh,
Really
great
nice.
shot there.
Really nice shot by Jen.
Makes a double and sticks it out wide in the 12 foot, so Mackenzie will try to hit and roll under the blue. Try to force Christina to a 1 this end.
Yeah, the force went away after that shot,
Yeah.
but she can sink this pretty good. It'll make Christina's pair pretty challenging here.
Or even half touch. Be good.
Yeah, they might be bringing play into the rings. Some movement. I think it's hard to perfectly barret everything on those.
Sarah. Sarah.
Trying to curl this one over. Hopefully it sticks there in the 12 foot and she'll just hang on. So might see Christina draw here.
So they didn't want to.
No.
Yeah, I would be surprised at the cold draw here, but I like the shot. It's here. It's challenging being so far out. You don't really practice much outside the 12 foot, so I think you're going to see the weight go up a little bit, especially with that ice. Get rid of it. Try to roll behind the guard. Try to make use of it.
Yeah.
Make those beautiful rolls and set up their ends. This one's moving though. And the protector Lisa workforce. On the three person.
Really great shot that pops out the other side that takes away any chance of a double.
Trying to hold this one straight.
Yeah, it's challenging out there, and they didn't take very much ice, so maybe curled a little bit more than they were expecting.
I know, I felt
Clearly, Christina doesn't miss. Like we got to make it the ice's fault.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is one of those little bit of underrated skip advantages of if you roll out, you give the other skip an opportunity to lock in their draw weight just
Yeah.
that much better. Free draw. If you make it perfect, that's obviously really great, but it's an opportunity to just practice this draw in a, so that when she has to make it in a perhaps more challenging or adrenaline fueled moment later,
Yeah,
that she's got it locked in her leg.
exactly. This one's curling hard. And it just took the top blue.
Check the top blue.
Yeah.
And that looks off to my eyes. So we're just gonna see Christina throw it through here.
Yeah.
But my old coaches always tried to encourage us to at least throw a hit that we wanted to see somewhere.
Yeah, and watch the line.
Watch the line.
Yeah, so many people are just tempted to throw it and not watch, but it's a great opportunity to maybe see a spot that you don't normally throw and see how it's tracking. So
Yeah, it only needs to get over the back line, so you can throw any weight here.
exactly, yeah. You'll see Jen just keep a broom down, make sure it doesn't have a crazy pick and stick in the house.
Or even just like a funny little movement in order to throw off, oh,
Yeah.
it curls there more than we thought it did.
Exactly, yeah.
As Kelly pointed out, all the shots.
Good shots there, and
Yeah. Successful end for both teams.
yeah, pretty clean. Both teams tried to get their objective there, and just one half shot here, one half shot there, resulting in a blank, which is pretty much what both of them wanted there. Just get a little bit of comfort level with the ice, get a few shots under your belts. I think we're going to see some guards go up here.
Yeah.
Seem to overthrow that at all. Just soft, easy. I think they would have needed much tighter ice. But they didn't looks like they have rough with that way to get the roll.
This is the lead for Team Mitchell, Kate Fitzgerald. Also happens to be my older sister, so Mackenzie called for top 4 here, so she may still be trying to keep it still a bit open until they get their feet under them. Maybe try just to keep another end clean, but I can't see Christina buying into that, so we'll see how this end plays out.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where you can't get away with a lead not placing their rocks quite correctly.
Yes, exactly.
And so at the lead level, I know it looks like it's only 2 feet short, but she's probably thinking, oh, I missed that. I really need to be top 4 there.
Yeah, exactly. The positioning for the lead stones are way more important than you think they are, so.
Paul's team didn't like that at all. It's just the first one every shot.
Putting that top 4 was the call, and this is just sort of that middle area where you see at the higher level of it's neither a guard nor in the 4-foot, so it's really allowing Christina to say, hey, that one, I think that one's good for me. I'm going to put up my corner guard, see if we can generate some offense here.
Exactly.
Did Kate provide any answers you were surprised about on our little sheet?
Mine's good.
Not really.
No,
She didn't answer a few questions, though, so that's a bit interesting, but her female curling idol is Elena Petz. Not a bad choice. She's pretty incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And her favorite curling memory would be winning the 2022 Canadian Juniors with Taylor Stevens. So definitely a fair choice there.
That's a very fair choice.
Yeah.
Careful want to know that as well. If you're watching,
And a quick update from the other sheet, if you don't have that stream on. There's only two. Uh, Purcell took a 2 spot in the first end, and he had the hammer and generated his 2, so he's up 2-0. Nice shot there by Shelley. As a lead, you don't get to play very many doubles, so every time you get one, you get nice you get hyped for it.
Yes, exactly. This is the second for Team Mitchell, Sarah Chater, and this is her first ever provincial championship in Nova Scotia. She was a competitive junior curler out of Newfoundland for quite a few years, but nice to have her here in Nova Scotia playing her first Scotties.
Yeah, and having done an excellent job thus far of fighting their way up through the C bracket all the way to the semifinal.
Exactly, yeah. Goes to show you that not all is lost in the C division.
It makes for a long road, but it's still a possible road.
Exactly.
Now taking the option of the coming around that corner guard with that low rollout. That's a very nice placement there.
Yeah. Force McKenzie here to peel the guard, and the deuce is in play for Christina Black now. So great draw around that corner guard.
That's pretty perfect, actually. Like
Yeah.
from my angle, like I'm sitting right in line there.
Yeah.
It doesn't get much better than that.
No.
Clean. Yep. Oh, clean. You're good. Good throw.
And a fun fact about Sarah is that she actually won our Tuesday night league last year.
Oh, yes.
And her name's in the ice on sheet 4. That's what we try to do for our club champions of all the different leagues that we have at the Halifax Curling Club. And it's not easy.
No.
It's not.
Tuesday night league is not an easy one.
My wife plays in that late league this
Yeah.
year, and she's just like fresh out of learn to curl. And
Okay.
she goes, they're all so good. And I go, yeah, a lot of them are really good.
Yeah, I play with my sister in that league, so we have lots of fun. That's for sure. It's a nice mix of like some new curlers, some more experienced curlers, so it's a great crowd for sure. Pretty perfect guard put up there.
Yeah, that 2 great shots by Carly there.
Yeah.
This spot in the ice we've seen has a really long,
Yeah.
slow
Whoa.
down curve.
Whoa.
Rough
Clean.
before it starts to curl. You have to be very, very patient. It's frustrating because it looks like it'll be on the guard and then it will take a nice finish. That one, a little light, the sweepers wish they could have done it more.
I like the little tap, little freeze as well. I don't like the high one. This is a good call, but. And I didn't really make a comment that I think we've noticed the past few games. It's not hooking as much as it has earlier on in the tournament. So they're all aware of that. And, it's still move, but not as much as it was.
Looks like they're trying to freeze to that top 8-foot
Yeah.
yellow rock in the wide 12-foot, try to generate a possible miss from Team Mitchell.
I am a little surprised that they played that on Jen's first.
Yeah.
I thought that they were going to throw one more guard and then play that shot. It was always going to be the next one, but now you get into this cross-house double game
Exactly.
a little
yeah.
bit earlier.
Yeah.
It actually might work out of being a little bit lighter. They're going to need to make a play over there anyway, so
Yeah, exactly. This one looks like it's Really curling. She's gonna roll out. Oh, and she'll just get that blue out of the rings there. So Christina will have a shot now to sit two. A short run back on that blue one. Try to roll her shooter as far off as she can and not set up a double.
Right down, left it alone.
10 seems like a lot to me because she doesn't want to run out, and there is a little bit of an angle there.
Yeah, this one's definitely curling quite a bit. See if Shelly can hold it.
Nice, really nice sweep by Shelly.
Yeah, it was a great shot. They wanted a bit more action on that shooter.
Yeah, they would have liked to roll over into the left-hand side of the 8-foot there.
Yeah. Looks like Mackenzie's not gonna take on the double though. She's gonna try to hit and roll under 8-foot blue. A little surprised by that call as well, but
Get the little roll under. 9.
that seems like a lot of weight too.
It seems like a lot of ice with that weight too.
Yeah.
And I'm just the guy that's been behind the glass. I haven't thrown a single rock this week, but that would be a lot on Wednesday night.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, usually when you're trying to just make a hit and roll like this, you'd kind of take the weight down a little bit so you can work with it a little bit more as it's coming down, but this one's definitely tracking wide, so.
Ball's got hammer, and there's a center guard out front, and his blues are pretty vulnerable.
She'll just peel it out. So Christina will have a chance now to split the house.
Yeah, and with that little blue hanger on there, it does bring the potential jam into play.
Yeah.
If she just sticks it in the 12-foot on the tee line, or even a touch higher, probably not going to come into play, but it is just one of those little things of didn't quite get it out earlier.
Yeah.
Some good communication there with Shelly, wanting to know exactly how deep they want it. I kind of agree with Christina. There's no really bad place as long as your second shot. But she said tee line was good.
Yeah.
But I think it's not a great way into the, looking for force here for Team Purcell. They're not even necessarily trying to steal.
You're backing right off this one now.
Knows you might leave some sort of big play on the yellows if you remove that back blue.
Oh, it picked there in the top
Oh.
of the house.
That was lucky for sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was hanging on.
Yeah.
And an overcurl on that one. Did they get?
Looks like she's gonna try this thin double. It's a tough shot. Mackenzie did say there that she doesn't think there's any danger. I mean, try it, and if they just get one, then they're giving up the deuce anyways, but looks pretty thin from our angle.
Yeah,
Looks like she's gonna.
9.
Same shot. It's just a little harder because you can't see the whole rock that you're in contact with.
yeah, seeing them tighten up the ice here after a little bit of a
Really
A straight
thin.
one.
Had to go over the top for it not to jam. So I think the hit and roll is.
Yeah, she's gonna try to hit and roll her shooter just to the center line, see if she can generate a miss from Christina.
And this is also her first provincial in Nova Scotia, so an exciting
Yeah.
import of good curlers from Newfoundland here.
Yeah, Sarah and Mackenzie represented Newfoundland at a few Canadian juniors together, I believe. So nice to see them back together here in Nova Scotia for sure.
Roll it!
They're looking at hit the blues so they ever
That was a great try there from Mackenzie. Just had to roll a little bit further to get under that blue. So it'll be an open hit for Christina for the deuce.
Yeah, I'm coming back to Sarah's first there and not deciding not to play the double.
Yeah,
It was the much more natural one.
for sure.
to get the double and get out of the end at that stage.
Yeah.
But there's still lots of curling to come. It is 10 end games, so
Exactly.
you've got a long game ahead.
And it even feels longer when you're playing, so
It does.
it's a long, long haul.
Well, you get so used to playing like 6 ends during the week, and then on the weekends you're playing in tournaments with 8, and then all of a sudden you're like
Playing 10.
Wednesday to Sunday and playing 2 10-end games
Yeah.
most of the days.
It's pretty tiring for sure. It definitely feels way longer than an 8-end game, even though it's 2 extra ends, but definitely feels a lot longer. You feel like, if you get down early, it's never out of the question to come back in a 10-end game. There's
Yeah,
lots
we've
of time.
seen most of the games go to 9 and 10.
Yes,
And to
exactly.
last rock on 10 too. So it's
Yeah.
teams are taking advantage of the extra time.
And some extra ends out there as well.
Yeah, there have been a handful there.
Yep.
We said 2, but the most they're getting is 1.
Getting your money's worth.
Although my dad would always say he won a Canadian junior in '77,
Okay.
and they had to win 4 10-end games with corn brooms to go.
Oh.
So he's always got that over me, and so he just makes fun of me every time. I'm like, oh, it's 3 10-end games. No, he always brings up that little fact.
That's hilarious.
Here in the second, Ellen Purcell looking for a hit and more, just as important.
And now we're seeing a little bit of the flip here of Christina really accomplished what she wanted to do there by getting that 2 spot, and now she's taking the more conservative approach and going, hey, I'm going to put a top 4. I'm going to put a nice one in there, and we're going to make you play offense and then deal with it later.
Exactly. And Mackenzie will be calling the corner guard here, so she's trying to generate that deuce right back.
Yeah, we saw it get used a little bit in both of the ends, so sometimes it happens if you put the corner up and then you kind of get into play in the middle and you don't really get the opportunity to use it, but we've seen 2 of them be used already in this game.
Exactly, yeah.
Line's good.
I like that one. Oh, I see. He's trying to just angle the guard and blow everything up.
Sit.
A lot of good things could happen.
6. Good.
That's a great. That was a nice corner guard by Kate. It's in a pretty good spot. And Christina's calling to come around on that blue one, so trying to come right around top 4 on the center line.
Yeah, the yellow's covering up the mixed doubles power play.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty good spot.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, those dots on the ice are definitely helpful when you're trying to place those corner guards in a good spot.
Yeah, what did we do before logos? And we could say, put it on the W.
I have no idea. Yeah. They're definitely helpful when you're judging the guards.
I also use them for calling line of, oh, it's going over the U, it's tight.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah.
We need to sweep.
It's helpful for sure.
Let the curl up more. Didn't want to make contact there, but a little easier to call to have something on his lap in this case, so it didn't work out in that sense. That was weird watching those 2 blues just slide back.
Yep.
It's going to be tough, though.
Hard.
It's going to have a
Hard. Okay. Well, yep. Yep. Sorry. Okay. Roll it. Good.
And she'll roll towards that other blue, so
side is so we know it puts out his guard.
It's a nice little roll over to the side there of
yeah.
taking the play away from the center. And this is pretty routine for Carly, but she does need to just roll away back to the center, or
Yeah.
even just the little bit of other side of center. Really nice shot there.
Yeah, really great shot. That one.
like she's close to making this roll under the blue. Oh, and she'll just roll a little bit. So Christina will have that opportunity again to hit and roll towards that blue and make it hard for Mitchell to get under the corner guard.
So if you shot up into stones were like marbles and you could try and shoot it through the hole that's not there, but obviously the nature of the curling.
Right. Tough. Yellow sitting 3. Yellow sitting 3.
Yeah, it's a big shot.
This is a fierce.
And a bit of a mistake there. This just allows Mackenzie to say, I got this corner guard. It's guarding more of the house than the blue one is in right now. Let's try to generate our deuce here. Sink this really nice. Take the play away from the center. Let's
Yeah.
take advantage of this opportunity.
Line's close. Okay, well. Line's good.
This one looks pretty good. It's going to be by the yellow. They're calling for a little bit heavy.
If you curl if you can.
It can be deep here.
Yeah.
It's like going behind the tee line.
Good.
It's a great shot. It's right on
That's
the tee
really
line.
nice.
Looks pretty buried here from my angle, so looks like Christina's going to try to make a run back here.
Close. My goodness. Oh, it looks like a steal.
Steal a 1, but a heck of a try.
What an effort. Wow. After all that, one yellow, Team Tercel will take the lead.
And it looks like she'll just be tight, so she's just going to straight peel that blue one, the yellow one.
Put it back. I don't mind that either. Like that. Okay.
Looks like she's going to try to draw around the blues. There is a stagger there, so Christina
Maybe
won't
like
be able to
here?
run the top 12 blue one back. So I do like this call.
Yeah, I really like this call. And this is one of those things of for the Tuesday night curler that the blue one, it rolled, it went in front, it's a guard now.
Yeah.
Oh, not so fast.
Yeah.
It's away from the center, you don't have the hammer, they're staggered so you can't run any of them back,
Line's good.
Exactly.
and they're gonna suck one around here.
Wait only.
Yeah.
And it can even be in the back of the house here. of, like,
Exactly. Yeah.
of they've got more than just the 6 feet in front of the tee line to work
Line's
with.
Yeah.
Careful.
It's looking pretty good
Yeah,
right now.
right,
It's
Kate.
by the blue.
Hard.
Trying to carve it now under.
Hard. All the way. Go, 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 go.
It's a great shot. Didn't quite get buried, but it's still definitely in a tricky spot, and Christina's going to have to deal with it. So they should be pretty happy with that.
Keep the spoiler status going.
Having commentated Team Black a handful of times, there are only 2 members of the team that are allowed to have mics on,
Okay.
and apparently there's a risky 4th there as well.
Yeah. There was a reason why I wasn't wearing a mic when I was commentating it there as well. And they'll just roll out, so Kate Callahan's going to have a second chance to put this rock in an even better spot than her last one.
Line's close to the same. Yeah. Hard line. Hard line. Hard.
This one looks like it's curling more
You
than
gotta go.
her last one. It's going to be
Okay, well.
tricky to get
Whoa,
it
whoa.
by, and they'll looks like they're just going to freeze the blue.
Okay.
Probably be putting up another corner guard.
Nice shot there. Just hit it on the nose.
Yeah, just keep the force in play. Separate those blues. Make sure that there's no double.
So give myself
Exactly,
a little
yeah.
more.
Looks like Mackenzie's gonna try to draw around that stagger again. See if she can still generate a skipper's deuce.
Yeah, and when you're throwing these around the corners with the skips rocks,
Is it the same?
it actually shifts. You can't be behind the tee line anymore
Yeah,
because then the
exactly.
other team just freezes.
Just sucks one right on top.
So it's that much more precise trying
Yeah.
to get around here.
Okay.
That's definitely one thing my team found with women's play. It's just you have to be so much more precise with like rock placement and stuff because if you put it back T line, somebody like Christina Black is just going to be able to fall you right down. So you have to be super precise with those rock placements.
Yeah, the teams have their draw weight. They can make that shot very consistently.
Exactly.
You're not going to get those rub offs or those 2 feet lights and not really frozen.
Exactly. This one looks pretty close. Might be a little heavy, but they're just trying to get it by. It's got to sit now. It's a nice shot there. I mean, they're shot rock, so it does force Christina to have to follow her down.
Mm-hmm.
She definitely would have liked that one above the tee line, but
So many more of these heavy draw tap shots played.
Some good communication with Jen and Shelly in the front end, just verifying what they're seeing out there with her speeds.
yeah.
Kelly was saying, I got it anytime I'm playing with someone who says they got it, I easily back away.
Yeah, they'll get upset if you keep sweeping.
That's right.
Yeah, some good communication back and forth with her front end there. Just so she knows what she's got to throw here. It's nice to have that feedback from your front end players who watch a lot of draws go down the same path over and over again.
Ryan's just gonna put this in the top 8 foot. I gotta say, Adam's
This one looks pretty heavy.
balls are a treat for a skip.
Oh,
Ooh. I didn't catch the curl as much as Mackenzie's did there. I know it was a little bit heavier, but Mackenzie's really finished pretty hard coming off the center line.
yeah. So Mackenzie will have an opportunity here to throw that same draw she just threw for a deuce right back. So
Same weight. Pretty close.
successful end for Team Mitchell for sure.
It was 1, 2, or 3, but certainly.
No. But it's not as positive as my last.
So you saw Mackenzie giving some feedback to her sweepers there with how she threw it. That's definitely some helpful information for the sweepers to know. You know, if she took some off or added some, it's nice for the sweepers to know that information. And a
Pretty
nice
much
shot.
the exact same weight there.
Yeah. So,
Generated that 2 right back to tie the game up. 2-2 after 3 here at the Halifax Curling Club.
Both blues are wide open for blue. I don't think there's any kind of double with them both.
You go to.
For Team Fleming, we're kind of okay with that.
And just glancing over to the men's sheet here, all I've seen is yellow rocks
Yeah.
owned by Owen Purcell in the 4 foot. Paul Fleming's been trying to keep up,
yeah.
and the score is 3-0 for Team Purcell. They stole one in the second to go up 3-0, and there are a lot of yellows in the 4 foot still. Third, first.
Sitting on guard and 4 rocks around the 4 foot, I'd say.
I missed where she called this one, but
Me too.
guess we'll just have to wait and see.
We'll see where it ends up, and then we'll see their faces.
Yeah, it looks like Mackenzie's tapping a 3 guard right now, so they're trying to throw it tight, maybe give themselves an opportunity to force Christina to 1 here if they could. You can see that the teams really try to make sure that first guard is always touching the center line. With the new no-tick rule, it's crucial that those center line guards are in fact touching the center line. So,
And we've seen it come into play a handful of times over the course of the week, so
yeah.
it is relevant. And we saw in the men's 3-4 game a rock off the center line, and then an
Yes.
actual tick was played. And made by by Kelly.
Yes, of course.
It was a beauty.
Yeah. The on-ice patch went up crazy when he made that one, that's for sure.
Yes.
So we'll see a mistake there from Shelly Barker. They tried to throw the corner guard and she just slipped into the ring. So this will give Kate Fitzgerald an opportunity to hit that and roll to the center.
Close. Where? Okay, well, Sarah? Okay.
And she's going to hit it on the nose. And Christina's calling to come around here on the center guard.
But your shot felt a little softer than you. I don't think they get there with the weight. 5, nice control weight, top to top.
You've played against both of these teams. What do you think about this shot of having the hammer and trying to pull up the corner, having one on the side, but in front of the tee line, and a high center coming around
Yeah.
it all?
It's definitely a bit of an aggressive call. I would say she might be thinking maybe possibly trying to get a blank out of this end after just seeing how it didn't set up as well as they had hoped. But she will come short there, so this gives Team Mitchell an opportunity to sink one under kind of like a double center guard type situation.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the draw around the center is definitely risky, and you have to kind of put it in a perfect spot, which they didn't quite get it there, so this definitely is an opportunity for Team Mitchell.
Yeah, if Sarah can sink one into the top 4 foot here,
Mine's good.
Christina Black's team is going to be chasing for the rest of the end.
Exactly.
And now it's kind of that weird situation of you didn't want to throw the high guard, but it's way up there now, and it makes the double peels really hard.
Exactly.
And any run backs really hard.
Yeah,
And they're actually sweeping to get it by the one in the top of the 12 foot, I think.
yeah. It looks like they'll also come short. So Christina's now going to possibly make a play. Yeah, trying to
And now,
roll to the center.
strangely, she is set up for her too.
Yep.
There are stagger.
It's crazy how fast an end can switch like that, but. If Carly can make this good, then Mackenzie will be chasing for the next couple shots at the end, so. She's pretty close.
Ten.
Interesting. Trying to get the blue. Blue's the back one most likely, but the shooter's the one they're hoping to stick on 4 foot.
If they keep nosing, they're going to run out of house here.
Yeah,
And then we're going to see
exactly.
some interesting shots.
Clean. Whoa.
Oh my goodness. Just caught a
Go, Sarah.
shot on sheet 8. Really nice shot by Peter Burgess.
Oh, wow.
Just squeaked by the guard. Double in, right, sitting right behind the guards. Getting the yellow ones out of the 4 foot.
There's definitely been some amazing shots made this week on both sides.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, you don't get to the semifinals without having made a couple of great shots.
Yeah, exactly.
Bailing your team out or just solidifying that win and all of the different little things that contribute to winning the amount that both these teams have had to do
Yes,
to get to this
exactly.
point.
Hit on the nose.
Little panic,
Yeah.
a little exasperated face
Yeah.
with Carly there.
Like a little right here is fine.
We're definitely running out of rings here, like you said.
Yeah, if you nose, you're not in the rings.
No.
None of the other ones have moved. I'm gonna give you there.
Like that, here high. It's a jam possibility if they get it a little off the center line. Owen's pretty darn good at these though.
Clean. Clean. Yeah. Hard. Hard.
This one took a pretty big jump on the curl.
Hard.
That's what you
It's
get
like
for
they're-
saying, I don't think it curls here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. And she'll just tick it out and her shooter will roll. So this will give Team Black an opportunity to split the house or draw around the center.
This is the overcurl.
They're probably thinking that it's a good opportunity now to try to put some pressure on Mackenzie, make her make a nice shot on her, on one of hers. So try to sink one under the center guard and see what happens.
And this is another one of those shots where if you're playing it in the club level, you kind of go, well, this is my opportunity. I'm going to draw. I'm going to draw the pin. I'm going to try to get it as close as I can.
Yeah.
But they have the hammer here. They really just want this top 8, maybe biting the top 4,
Yeah.
just so that they're not cutting down their scoring area for later in the
Exactly.
end. I think that's a pretty nice spot, actually.
Yeah. It definitely will. Mackenzie Mitchell will definitely have to make a play on that. They don't want to leave both of those blues in there. So
Yeah, if they ignore it, they're starting to bring the 3 into play, and there's no really
If
nice
you come
aggressive.
here, they play this. I'm kind of seeing this right now. With like a 10. That was 11. Your last was an 11. Okay.
Probably see enough though.
I think you can nose this, or at least
Yeah.
like sit up there.
Yeah,
She called to roll away.
yeah, the blue is tucked a little bit behind that yellow one, so I think it would be pretty tricky for them to get to nose, especially with how much the ice has been curling. So looks like they're trying to roll open.
Hard, Kate.
And it looks like they are gonna roll out.
That looked a little strong to me too.
Yeah, I think it definitely was a bit on the bigger side, so it gives Team Black now an opportunity to sink this one even better than the last. Try to wrap it right around those yellows.
Throw guard wondered if Paul had a double or two. Adam doesn't think that's there. Wide yellow. I'm surprised he didn't look at the hit first. It looks pretty natural to me. They've thrown this path 5 times or so this end.
Looks like they're trying to carve this one over. It's a little bit wider on line than the last draw was.
Great shot.
Yeah, it was a great shot, great weight. It didn't quite get under that yellow, so
And get under.
you might see Mackenzie try and throw a softer weight and maybe just try to nose it or even get a little roll
That's what
towards
they're there
center.
for. I think you can get under.
From this angle, it looks like it tucked just a hair.
Yeah,
It should, like, it should move. Forward.
Adam knows he might not get it.
I'm thinking like here. Like, I don't think it's going to move a ton, and I think you can curve it. Yeah.
Great communication on this team, really.
Forward. Forward. Yeah. I think you're better off trying to hold it.
Yeah, I don't think we play acute to the guard.
Through this, so feel pretty comfortable.
Like, is this min?
Well, we haven't thrown board, so I don't know.
Like, my thought is that like we don't tweak the guard. Like,
No,
we play
yeah.
to make sure that we make like.
Okay, give me a smidge more.
They were just talking about how much ice they wanted to take on this shot, if they wanted to play it cute to the guard or play it on the wide side, and it looks like they just decided to take a hair more ice to make sure they get by that tight guard and make contact with the blue.
Leave the score 3-1. Leading
I slightly disagree with that, but
Yeah.
I would like to play it cute to the guard and sit right there.
Exactly, because even if you
'Cause that-
happen to hit the guard, it looks like it goes right back onto that top 12 blue.
Yeah, and it makes Christina make a much harder shot. That was much overthrown. That was a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Matt Manuel tonight at 6 o'clock, the winner of that.
Because sitting right there would make Christina have to play it right back, and it's no picnic.
Exactly. So now Christina and Team Black is going to have a third chance at this draw. So it's nice for the sweepers to have already seen it twice. They're going to kind of know exactly what has to be done to make this one in a good spot.
And it gives Christina the opportunity to have her draw weight again. She slipped a little bit back 8 foot in the previous end. She can now go, hey, I'm going to practice this.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it top 4. I'm going to get my draw weight
Yeah, it's definitely
for now and later.
Yeah, it's definitely a nice feeling for a skip to be able to draw to an open house, as we said earlier. So she'll definitely go to school for this one and try to learn how the ice is moving and what their draw weight exactly is, so she has it in her back pocket. And this one's still saying
Jen
it's
saying it's
heavy.
hot. It's hot.
Yeah.
14.8 is good. That's what they had before.
Looks like they're coming back for. So they won't tuck it and they will come back for. So now Mackenzie has decision either draw or try to chase it. It looks like they're going to play the draw.
That's one cool thing about Stuart, right? You
That's where I gave Sarah. I think that should be close.
me and the girl against each other. Celebrate and commiserate after.
I saw her tap the broom top 4. What do you think about that versus the nose freeze here?
I definitely personally would want to freeze to the back blue one. Just with the way the ice curls, if you put it top 4 and show Christina a piece of it, she's going to probably be able to chase it and stick her shooter for 3.
Yeah, they haven't been able to get the finish right around this center guard to
Exactly.
fully bury.
Yeah. It's definitely a tough shot. I would definitely be more inclined to play to the back blue.
Yeah, play the freeze.
Exactly, and then it's a guaranteed force.
Kate!
Looks like
Hard, Kate!
they're trying to hold this one out. They think it's a bit wide, but it also looks heavy, so looks like they're going to play the alternate call and try to freeze.
No bounce!
Flipping back and forth, we can update you on the Scotties second.
And she'll make it pretty good, but I think I think Christina can just pick it off and get her deuce.
Yeah, there's
What's
a shot
it?
for 2, not for 3 here.
Yes. Yeah.
They look pretty. Yeah, no, I think there's enough separation there.
I think she might be able to hold her shooter out in the 12 foot.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much weight she called, but 10.5 from what Christina just said. She's just going to throw a nice control hit weight. Try to hold their shooter in the 12 foot, but their goal is to get 2. So if they happen to just pick it off and roll out, then they'll take that as well.
Team climbing, they're down 2 without, so they had to put up the center guards and nicely placed.
I'm surprised 10-5 seems like a lot.
Yeah.
Especially with Christina, she throws with a little bit of a pop, so it stays straighter down the ice.
Exactly. Really sweeping this one. It's curling quite a bit. She's really close.
Great shot.
That's a great shot. And she'll
Yeah,
hold
there
it
she
on.
goes.
So
Great shot.
that is a 3 spot for Team Black. That's a very successful end for them. So score now is 5-2 for Team Black playing the 5th end.
10-5 was just the blood pressure shot. Weight.
Exactly.
It was the exact right weight, but it was just maximum.
Yeah,
A
exactly.
little bit of stress.
Might be the steal point that they're going for. We're gonna see. Try to clean things up and look at that.
Beautiful shot.
Shot stolen, frozen on the back door.
And a quick update from the other game. Fleming was forced to 1 in the 3rd end, so the score is 3-1 after 3 ends. And Ian Jerling just made an absolute banger of a freeze.
Yeah. Those are one of the hardest shots in curling, to be able to make a perfect freeze like that.
Wanted to touch that second one, and that was not far off.
Another one out there. I like the high guard.
Oh yeah, take the guard. No good at the call. They don't need to try and put another one in there.
Looks like they're calling this one top 4, which doesn't surprise me after getting a 3-ender in that 4th end. Gonna try to put this one in a good spot because I'm sure we'll see a corner guard come up from Team Mitchell. Unless, yeah, corner guard going up.
That's a really nice shot
Yeah.
there, Shelley.
Sometimes what happens is they don't curl enough when you throw the lighter weight. Just don't have enough time to curl. That's why Peterborough is on the curl. 19.3 right now. It's 22nd. That's a lot of weight.
Going off this
Where?
tight guard.
Sarah?
It's a pretty good
Okay.
shot there. Good spot for the corner guard.
Curl quite up the center line. You're gonna feel the tight guard. That's something that's helping Team Fleming the most. Like it's a little tight on that, but Adam got it out.
And Christina calls this one in, freezing to the one that Shelley just threw, or top 8-ish.
Yeah.
I always like this strategy with it, the hammer of, I'm going to just keep putting rocks in the forefoot and make you deal with them. It's always a nice place to be.
Exactly.
Clean. Clean.
Looks like they're trying to hit
Yep.
and roll over to the corner here.
Hard!
This is always a tough shot in curling, the hit and roll to the corner, and she'll just miss the double and the roll, so it gives Christina a chance to hit and roll this one out to the other wing away from the corner guard.
Saw us, you 4-year-old Mackenzie Wilson. Who's watching here, maybe a future curler.
Yeah.
She got a few curlers in the family. Her dad skipped this couple seats away. Mike Callahan coaching Team Mitchell.
And that shooter, ooh, tricky little,
Just hangs on.
yeah.
Just enough to be a pain.
They were gonna make that few, but okay.
So Sarah will be asked as well. I think she's drawing here. Yeah. Try to sink a good one under that corner guard. Mackenzie's probably thinking that biter in the 12 foot probably won't come into play by the end of the end, so they're just trying to put some pressure on Team Black by bearing this one under the corner guard.
Yeah, especially with them having the hammer of Mackenzie's going to hit the outcount that all day.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, it's got a curl.
Trying to carve this one around
Right over.
the corner guard.
Hard!
It's a pretty great shot. It's I think you can see about half of it from the hack. So Carly Everest will be asked to try to chase it around the corner guard. Now that we're past the 5-rock rule as well, if Carly were to happen to hit the corner guard, that wouldn't be the worst case scenario for Team Black either. So they're probably going to try just play this cute to the guard, make sure they make contact with one of the yellows.
Yeah, I see why they call hack here,
Yeah,
but I almost like playing with more weight and just icing it super tight because you're going to roll out anyway.
exactly.
And if you take the guard, you want to really move the guard.
Yeah, that's a great shot there by Carly.
Yeah.
Just snuck by that corner guard and rolled over to the side of the 4-foot. So
10.
Sarah will be asked to try to hit and roll under the corner guard. That's a nice shot over there.
Holy crap.
Wow. Team Purcell's just so good with the big weight hits. It's pretty hard to make them miss some of those run backs, that's for sure.
Hard! All the way.
Looks like she's just gonna maybe roll towards the center line, if anything, on this one. Yeah.
Control, so we'll see blue on the yellow. Thought maybe you'd play this with a tap weight.
Just slightly on the inside. Take away any chance of them throwing.
Yeah. You weren't worried about the guard, it's that, the overcurl. My goodness.
It's a great shot, rolled right to the center line.
Yep, the force is very much so on.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of places where they can put rocks or hit and roll to make
Kind of way you
this
see
end
it.
look a lot better.
Exactly.
9, 5.
She's trying to hit and roll. The double definitely jams if she makes the roll behind the corner guard, but they're probably just thinking, it's best to get one under there. So just going to try to make the single hit and try to roll towards that yellow corner guard.
Yes!
Yeah, the roll is much more important than any sort of double in the center. here.
Exactly.
Hard! Hard! Okay, whoa. Okay.
And she'll make the double, which isn't a horrible outcome there for Team Mitchell. So Team Black will try to nose it and sit too. Definitely sneaky with that biter in the 12-foot.
Yeah, it's coming into play here.
Yeah,
Could be the force rock on the side.
exactly.
Just clean, just clean. Yep.
They like the weight.
Yep. Good.
10.
Looks pretty there.
Plays the same shot he just played, with not, with the overcurl.
Curl a little.
That needed to curl. Surprised that they
Yes! Hard! 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 Hard. Roll it.
Paul's throwing a
Okay.
control, 'cause that one was a little light.
Oh, they just overswept that one a little bit, so it'll poke out on the other side of the corner guard.
Yeah, I agreed with Kate there.
Yeah.
I think she overthrew it just a touch, and I'm not sure if that made it all the way down to Mackenzie to just be a little bit less aggressive with the sweeping.
Yeah, exactly. That's definitely one of the tricky things about just curling in general is just being able to communicate the weight with the skip. It's so important just with the different hit weights, and they run so differently.
And
just
then they roll differently too.
exactly, and the provincial rocks here, they're very lively. So if you're hitting them with more weight than you wanted to, they're definitely going to bounce off and spin more than you want. So definitely important to communicate that weight with your skip as much as you can.
Right at her.
An unnecessary draw. Some people would still throw it, but I
Yeah,
just
no.
slide her out. It's there.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anyone come on the outside of this
Yeah.
corner guard yet.
Trying
Jen's,
to curl it.
Jen's trying to get it to hit the side here.
Oh, sneaky.
Very nice.
Yeah, that'll stick around on the wide 12 foot. So Mackenzie will try to sink one under the corner guard. She's probably going to have to draw on her second one anyways.
Yeah.
So it's nice for her to be able to throw this draw to get her weight down. But also, you know, if she puts it in a good spot, it'll be tough for Christina to get it out.
Sink it.
So she might be forced to
It's the same.
freeze if she puts this in a great spot. So opportunity here for sure for Team Mitchell.
And I think that the statement, "there is no double," has
Yeah.
never been truer than those two rocks.
Exactly, yeah.
They're about perfectly even,
Far apart.
and they're 12 feet apart.
Yeah, as far apart as you can put two rocks in the ring. So
Sarah. Sarah early. Always Sarah.
looks like they're sweeping it. Looks pretty close, but
Kate.
trying to curl it now.
Hard.
It's great attempt there, but it is pretty much about 3/4 open here from the hack. So Christina will probably be able to chase it and roll to the center line. They just do have to watch that jam.
Yeah, they got to watch the jam, and ticking the guard's deadly here.
Yeah, exactly.
She'd rather roll out than tick the guard.
Yeah. I think she has enough of it from the hack. If she hits what she can see, don't think it's going to jam. So as long as she hits what she can see of it, they should be all right.
Yeah, 3 up. Probably not putting up the guard.
Yep.
And a quick update from sheet 8 with the men's game here. Owen Purcell was forced to 1 in the 4th end. So the score is 4-1 after 4 for Owen.
Sorry, value sponsors curling events and teams from the province for a number of years. We're really happy to have them here with us for this Tankard Championship. You can visit them at oceancontractors.ca.
Little up. 10-2.
That one's curling a lot out of her hand. She's on the guard. It's a pretty tough break there for Team Black.
Yeah. I always find that shot challenging, the intern across center,
Yeah.
because the center line is across you. I find that my eyes get crossed,
Yeah.
so
Fair.
to speak,
Yeah.
and I don't really know if I've hit the broom or not.
Is the same weight in this pass? I need 4 feet more. Okay.
To anyone who's playing me, if you make me make that shot, you're probably going to win the game.
Okay.
And they got the skipper's deuce here. Good enough.
Yeah.
Reckon on the guard. Draw to the house to get their 2, to get them right back in it here.
Exactly. Yeah, they'll be pretty happy with how that ends went. So, assuming she makes this draw, it'll be a 1-point game. She's gonna be okay.
Yeah, she made some nice draws in the last end, so.
Yeah. So that'll be a deuce for Team Mitchell, and we'll go into the break 5-4 Team Black with the hammer.
Perfect. We're going to take a little break here. We'll be back in 5 minutes while the teams take a break here. You can go over to the other stream. They're just starting the 5th end, so yeah, you'll not miss anything else. Enjoy.
we are back playing the sixth end here. Team Mitchell is down 5-4 against Team Black. Team Black is hammer. We're probably going to see Christina try and generate a deuce somehow here.
Playing on the guard.
Yeah, whoever played him, yeah. That's right. I knew we were doing Burt Reynolds.
It's just full 12. You got it.
Nice corner guard there. Would have liked to have it be a little bit farther over just to not block the draw path there.
Halfway high. I think go a bit early. Go early. Go early. 2. Yeah, hold the line. Can't hurt it. 2. Yep. To your broom.
Team Mitchell's putting up a center guard here.
We're to your broom.
Probably hoping it does one of two things, well, or both. Try to clock off that corner guard since it wasn't quite as far over as Team Black would like it. It'll be pretty difficult for them to sink one behind there now, so looks like she's going to see if they can try to hit and roll on the top 12 yellow. Looks like they have enough of it if they just throw a nice easy control weight.
The danger here is taking the guard, though, of
Exactly.
that one's on the center line, hitting and rolling off. That can bring some danger in.
Yeah, they actually can't take the center guard yet.
Yeah, they can't take the center. They
At
can't
all.
touch it.
No. So that's a tricky part about this new no-take rule is you have to play these shots wider than normal because you can't touch the center guard at all. And it looks like they're sweeping it pretty hard. And she'll just get it by. That's a great sweep.
Christina
by
knew it right
Carly.
away.
That was a great shot.
Carly
Rolled
picked it
right-
up. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
That was great.
Lovely shot right under the blue.
Yeah.
While we're watching this come around by Sarah Chater, I'd like to thank our event sponsors of the 2024 Provincial Playdowns. Over on this sheet, we've got Kruger Products. Scotties is the sponsor of Women's Provincial Playdowns and has been the sponsor of women's amateur curling for more than 40 years at the provincial and national level. We'd like to thank them for all their support and making this event as top tier as it possibly can. Then over on the men's side, we've got Ocean Contractors, our title sponsor for the men's side of things. Ocean Contractors is located in Dartmouth and has been a valued sponsor of curling events and teams. You can see it on some of the jerseys of the players around. And you can visit them at oceancontractors.ca. So
Yeah, shout out to Uncle John. I think he's watching right now. And he asked me to shout him out. So shout out to Ocean. Yeah, big supporting of curling all throughout Nova Scotia for sure. They're a big sponsor of my own junior team as well. So we're definitely very thankful for both of our title sponsors here at this event.
well, that's great. Having them sponsor our co-commentator.
Exactly. Nice shot there from Carly. They were trying to just hit and roll just over to kind of double guard that Blue Rock top 12,
I
but
had an idea on that
she
one.
rolled a little bit too far. It works, so the deuce is definitely still in play
even
here
if
for
we just
Team
rolled
Mitchell. Or sorry, for Team
Shooters,
Black.
that's good.
At 9, right? Yep.
You got it. Good, Sarah. That works. That's okay.
I actually really like that.
Yeah, it definitely was the way to miss that shot.
Rolling to center there is very nice.
Yeah, that was definitely the way to miss that shot.
While we're talking about sponsors, we got to shout out both
Yeah,
team
for
sponsors
sure.
as well. On Team Mitchell's side, you can see them all over their sweaters. They've got neutral on Wendy's, Black and McDonald. Black and McDonald sponsored me back in the day.
Wow.
That was 15 years ago. So strong support of curling again. New Scotland Brewing, Hardline, and a big shout out to their coach who's sitting right beside me, Mike. He's waving to the crowd. You just can't see him.
Yeah.
And then over on Team Black side,
Yeah, Team Black definitely wants to shout out all of their sponsors. They didn't list them all, but all of their sponsors definitely, they want to shout them out for all their support, as well as their coaches and everybody who helps out with their newest teammate, Kendall, who is Carly's daughter, newborn daughter. Well, probably like 5 months old now, but they definitely have a village who looks after her so that Carly can compete competitively. So they wanted to shout out all of those people as well.
Players still with us. It's on the inside.
Oliver got out to that one.
No.
His hand.
they can nail this hit and roll here. This is a nice opportunity to set up their deuce. Nothing
Yeah.
in the center.
Definitely really
Sit.
needed to curl. And it might spin back.
No,
Oh,
that looks off to me.
yeah, I don't think that spun back enough. So, you know, still not a bad situation for Team Black. They have two pretty nice corner guards there that they can wrap around. So, Team Mitchell's going to try to put another one in the rings, I believe.
Go a bit. Go a bit. Get it in if you can.
I've had lots of questions from newer curlers about this shot.
Push, girls. You
Of
got
the,
it.
why are they putting up a guard?
Dig
Yeah.
deep.
Because they're just going to hit it. Why do you put up a card when the other team's just going to hit it?
Okay. Sorry.
They're probably putting up a guard because they know that if they put it in the rings, Christina's going to try to hit and roll to the wing over under the corner guards. So by putting up a center guard, they do it in hopes that Christina will kind of buy in and play to the center. So, and that's what Team Mitchell wants. They want them playing to the center right now to try to either generate a force or a possible steal. So it's definitely working. Christina is drawing to the top 4 foot around the center guard now. But yeah, that's most likely why they wanted to put up the center guard instead of bringing it in the rings.
Coming down.
Looks pretty close. The rocks have a really nice finish to them. So you can really card them over and try to get them buried under those guards. And that was definitely the right side to show, because if Mackenzie hits anywhere on the outside of that blue, it'll jam on that back yellow. So
I was just about to ask you that question.
yeah,
I was just like, why do you come around on the entrance side? No,
Exactly.
you play the jam.
yeah, that's definitely another thing that
Thank you, Gregory.
has to be kind of considered by the skips, like what kind of turn you want to play around the center guards definitely comes into play. Just figuring out what side of the rock is pro side to hit, and you would come around the side that is the pro side for that team.
Yep. You got it. Like you can.
A lot of rocks over there on sheet 8. Keep looking
Yeah,
over.
they
and
just
there's
finished
a
the fifth
pile.
end. I don't know if these guys are playing fast or they're playing slow.
Yeah. Looks like they're pretty low on time over there, actually, considering they just finished their 5th. So they might just be playing a little bit of a slower
Well, there's
first
been
half.
lots of rocks in play, so I do.
Yeah.
I think that they. It's well-deserved time. It just may not
Exactly.
be. You might see a couple of blank ends
Chessboard. Yep.
In the second half.
in the second half.
Hard, Sarah. Hard, Sarah. Hard, Sarah.
Sarah's pounding this one. It looks like they're going to be pretty tight to that yellow one.
Hard, go! Go, you're still by.
So
Go, go,
close.
go, go,
I
go.
think they're just going
Okay.
to take it, though. It was a great try. You saw,
Okay.
you can see Kate over there sweeping that yellow one on, just trying to get a biter in case Christina happens to not hit the rings here. That's nice.
I know you never want to miss that, but by chipping that one in front of all those corner guards and making this angle that much better, that is not the worst thing here.
Exactly.
Makes this draw trickier, makes it closer to the center, on a different path than what they've been seeing coming down here.
Yeah. So Christina's going to try to draw around that yellow and probably try to get as even with that blue top four as they can, so there's no double. And then you'll probably see Mackenzie hit the open blue, maybe try to roll over, give Christina a tough shot for two.
5, 6, 7.
Line's looking really nice here.
It's a great shot there. It's perfectly even with that blue one, so Mackenzie will try to hit and roll, force Christina do a tough shot to get her deuce. Still gotta be careful though here. Make sure you hit the inside of this rock. Just
We're
because
losing
so with
speed
that back
already,
12
Sarah.
yellow one, you still can't hit the
We're losing
outside
speed already.
or you jam it. So just gotta be careful here.
What kind of weight? Okay. Yep. 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 I think you can.
So they said it was pretty heavy. Gotta be careful here. No, not gonna jam, so she'll just hit the nose and give Christina a nose back for the deuce.
Strong. 10, 10, 2, 10.
Clean in this one. Just gotta hit it on the nose for the deuce. It's a successful end for Team Black there.
Yeah,
They did the job.
take control again, go up 3.
Yeah. It's also nice to score in the even ends, which is really nice to be scoring in the even ends just to hopefully, if everything goes to plan, have the hammer in the last.
Yeah, scoring 6, 8, and 10.
Exactly.
And between the ends here, the other sheet did finish up their 5th end.
Finally.
Owen's up. He stole again in the 5th end. He's now up 5-1 over Team Fleming. They're just finishing up their 5th end break now, so they're about to get back into it. We're a whole end ahead over on the sheet.
kind of missed where she wanted this one, so I guess we'll.
I'd be shocked if it wasn't top 4.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's
would
got her
agree.
broom there.
Yeah. Yeah.
5 minute break goes by awful quickly.
Yeah, probably the same situation as 2 ends ago. Mackenzie will most likely be putting up a corner guard, regardless of where Christina puts this one. Try to generate that deuce again. Looks like they're gonna slide a little bit deep here. Just back T line.
You got it, Kate.
Not too bad.
You're going to see the corner regardless, but
Yeah.
Two. Yep. Go early.
Going a bit early on this one. I think it might be curling a little bit more than her previous corner guards, but it looks like it's gonna be pretty good.
To your broom. Yeah. Good, Kate.
Yeah, they're making it better from this experienced team Fleming, and if anyone's not gonna
She's going for like a top 8, full 8 here for on Shelly's second. No need to put up a center guard here. They know that Team Mitchell's gonna try to get around that corner guard somehow. So just kind of try to put 2 in the rings here and get some pressure going early on Team Mitchell.
bring together a nice little plan.
You got it. Like you can, Kate. A little bit. Wait's close. Top 4. Top 8. Yours.
Trying to curl this one a little bit. Get it under the corner guard as far as they can. And they'll show a good chunk of that yellow, so Carly will be able to chase it and hopefully roll to the center.
I'm kind of surprised that they didn't put up the second corner guard there.
Yeah, me too. It's definitely important here for them to get 2, so would have been pretty good call.
We're running out of time here. This is the 7th end.
Yeah,
Only got 3 more.
exactly. You
you-
gotta find a way to generate that deuce,
You need the 2.
at least, yeah. Definitely don't want to get forced here. It's a great shot there from Carly, right to center. Probably gonna see a hit and roll here.
You got it. Nine five.
Looks like she'll just know that they're really struggling to kind of get those hit and rolls under the corner guards. Definitely precise shots to make, but it's gonna take a little bit more ice.
Your last one was 11. Yeah.
Look at those yellows just moving behind the tee line. Those are gonna be helpful.
10 and a half. 10 8. 10 and a half.
Christina's getting to the point here where if it's yellow, I'm going to hit it.
Exactly, yeah. Again, with there only being 3 ends left, it's definitely important for them to just make sure they don't give up a big end and just kind of try to keep it as open as they can.
I guess it's 4 ends. It's I
Oh, yeah.
misspoke. Yeah, it's 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, including this one. 3 not including this end.
The point does still stand. The math
It
is just a
does.
Sunday morning situation.
Exactly.
Touch more, closer to 9.
Trying to hold this one. I think they're really trying to see if they could unlock those.
That'd be really nice. That's looking good.
Yeah, that's a great shot from Sarah.
That's really nice.
Yeah, rolled it right
Really
under
nice.
the corner guard and unlocked those 2 on the forefoot. So it's a great shot. They're trying to discuss maybe if they have enough of that yellow one, and if Jen just said if they happen to take the guard and roll in, that also wouldn't be a horrible outcome with this shot either. So just gonna see if they can throw a soft, easy weight and try to chase it out of there.
They wanted to keep that around. Might spit back.
Looks like they need it to curl. And she'll just take it, but it'll stick in the ring. So opportunity here for Team Mitchell for sure to sit 2 or even draw under the corner guard.
I
Put
don't
some
think they're
more
going to sit 2
pressure.
here, but
Yeah.
putting another one behind the corner guard and
Exactly.
hit it and saying, I'm going to deal with that blue one later. Put it in a tricky spot.
Yeah.
Both teams definitely getting some opportunities this game, so let's see if Team Mitchell can execute here and try to get the deuce or even a 3 back.
Come on. We need beast mode Sarah here.
Yeah, exactly.
When asked who is the best sweeper in the competition, Mackenzie said beast mode, aka Sarah Chater.
That's awesome.
Heavy. Back 8. Well, this looks quite heavy.
Rob, just stick around.
I'll take it.
Down.
See it.
Feel the guard?
Feel the guard. You gotta be aware of the rock.
Ooh, that in between.
Yeah,
Still jam on the yellow, but there's a greater chance it can come outside the other. Jams on the stuff.
Yep.
trying to draw around the corner guard again.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to generate a possible 3 now.
How close?
Can you take it around? Yeah.
They could get this one buried. It's looking pretty good for Team Mitchell.
Needs to curl. We need beast mode
Yeah,
again.
maybe a little bit wider than her last. Hopefully
Oh, it's
can't
ticking
set up
just
a
little.
double here, which looks like she did. Probably looks like about half a rock double gets it.
Yep. I think it's one of those ones where it's thinner than you think.
Yeah, that's one thing I've always been taught is you got to hit a rock thinner than you think you got to hit it.
Yeah, that's what I. Whenever I'm
The
looking at one, I
shots.
go, "Yeah, I need to hit it here," which
Yeah.
means I need to hit it lower than that.
Yeah, shout out Kevin Millett if you're listening. He's the one that taught me that.
Shout out to my dad and Monica Moriarty on that one. It's amazing how your coaches stick in your head.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't believe them in the moment, but they crop up.
They're always right somehow.
They're always right, and their voices always are in the back of your head.
Yep. Shout out Teresa. Always in my head. Oh, that one's.
Oh,
looks
it's
like
really tight.
Gonna overcurl.
She threw that one in 5 as well. Same shot, same result too.
Looked like there was something under it. It tracked a line all the way up from the hack to the hog line, so you'll see them trying to clean that path. That's definitely a bad break for Team
Very unfortunate,
Black.
but I would very much like to capitalize on it. Okay. Nose, or are we trying to roll away? Okay. Yeah.
Team Black here is probably going to be hoping to make a double on Christina's next and just give up the deuce.
Okay.
Yeah, nose is nice. It doesn't set up any triple.
No.
Yeah. You got it. Little big. 10. Clean. 10. Clean. Roll.
This one's. Nice shot.
Really nice. I like rolling away there too.
Yeah.
This double is no gimme.
Exactly. I think if she makes this double, her shooter's always rolling out anyways, so she's probably trying to decide whether she wants to play the double or force Mackenzie to do a bit of a harder shot and just hit and roll the top one. Hit and roll the one biting the forefoot over a little bit, frozen on top of that T-line yellow.
Yeah, Christina's calling the flop on top here. Try to make Mackenzie's shot as hard as possible.
Yeah.
Big bang here. The Hong Curling Club that Lee Ravers decided to do the commentating as the president, where he's not something else.
Big shot here.
Did some flooding earlier this year.
They're close.
Yep, needs to go.
Ooh, it was a great try. But it will leave an open hit for Mackenzie Mitchell for 3 here, right back.
Ken? Yeah. Thank you, Ken. Stay close. Yep.
So that was a 10.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Same weight's good.
So spin went off his own, he's a bit thicker. This is still a very tough shot, mind you.
Touch more.
That was a lot.
Yeah. Looks like she's going to be okay. Great
A
shot.
little panic. Great shot.
Yeah.
Tying it up here. Wow.
Yeah, that's huge.
Tie game after 7.
Yeah.
Now it's 3 ends left.
Yeah. 2 ends left if we're going by our math.
Our Sunday morning math.
Yeah. No, that was definitely a bit of a unfortunate end for Team Black, but if you think about it, they're still in control of the game, 2 hammers to 1, so they just gotta hopefully they're able to just kind of get right back into it. Tied at 7-7.
Oh, we got a little bit of a break here. One of the things that I noticed is that most of the players over the course of the weekend started when they were kids,
Wow.
with the exception of Shelley.
Shelley, yeah.
Shelley
She
started
was-
in adulthood when she was 24.
yeah.
So how did you get started in curling?
My parents met at a Halifax Curling Club league, actually.
Oh wow.
And my grandfather curled and my uncles, so we're just always been a curling family. And then my parents put us in the junior program at the Mayflower Curling Club when I was, I think, like 5 or 6, and I haven't looked back ever since. Been curling competitively for quite a few years now, so
Excellent.
yeah, we love it.
It's a great sport to get into.
It's the best, yeah.
And there are 33 clubs all across Nova Scotia who
Yeah.
have learned a curl program. So if you're watching and have always wanted to give it a try, it's a great way to have something to do in the winter. That's the thing that I like about it.
Exactly,
I
yeah.
like getting out of the house 2 or 3 times a week, coming down to the curling club,
Yes.
having a little bit of social time, moving the
Exactly.
body.
That's the thing about curling. It's like the nicest sport ever. Everyone, no matter what the outcome is, you always end up upstairs at the bar for a drink. Always, it's a great social sport, and we'd love you to come out for sure. So don't hesitate.
Yeah, it's got the best rule in all of sports. The winner buys the first round.
Exactly,
And
so on.
and maybe even more after that.
Yeah. Hopefully, if you have a. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's incredible of all these athletes out here, Shelley being the notable exception.
Yeah.
And this all started when they were kids, so getting people involved early, like, so important to develop those skills over many years.
Exactly.
And it's a game that you can also play for forever.
Yes.
I've lost to guys with 2 fake hips. Like, it's
Yeah.
it's you can be good, and you can also play with the stick. You can participate. We have wheelchair curling. One of my teammates on Thursday nights participates in the Deaf Championships.
Right. Yeah.
And
It's pretty incredible.
wheelchair curling, blind curling in
Yeah.
Sydney. They have a program for, and daytime curling if you're retired and looking for something to do during the day.
Exactly.
The Halifax Curling Club would love to have you, because we would love to have a couple more daytime members,
Yes.
and
definitely.
just a great sport to pass the time in the wintertime.
Yeah. I just got a text from my mom that said, "Don't forget, wait, my Aunt Karen actually got a silver medal at the Canada Games with Mary Sue."
Oh, excellent!
Crawford. So, fun fact, I forgot to mention her. Shout out Aunt Karen. My mom never won anything, but my aunt did.
Excellent. Well, she got you started, and
Kidding. Kidding, Mom. She's upstairs, probably listening right now.
and I was doing the math here, and I'm going to have to ask Sarah later. Is 10 years ago, I was in charge of the Little Locks program at the Ballyhaley Curling Club in
really?
in St. John's, and if Sarah played out of the Ballyhaley, we definitely crossed paths like
That's
10
crazy.
years ago.
I think she did. I think she was mainly Remax, but I'm sure
Yeah.
she definitely had a few games at the Ballyhaley as well. So that's pretty cool.
I was just looking at the numbers, and I was like, wait a second. Wait a second.
Clean. Clean.
We can see this end starting to shape up pretty nicely here for Team Mitchell.
Okay. Good.
Guard again here. We talked about the freeze, but
And just so that everyone knows at home, that the game is tied at 7. They just haven't put up the score yet, so they haven't made it official. It is a tie game, 7 after 7.
It's a lot of sevens. Carly here trying to clean up this end a little bit for Team Black, trying the outturn peel, get some movement on the forefoot. Looks like she's gonna definitely. She'll jam the yellows in there, but she will roll her shooter over to a pretty good spot over as a corner guard. So not a horrible outcome there from Carly.
T-line? Whoa, T-line. Right on
Yeah.
the center.
You got it, Sarah.
We talked about the superstitions could be funny. You, Owen Purcell, not particularly superstitious. Ryan Abraham. Ryan makes better songs.
Line's good.
2.
Team Mitchell's gonna try to put up a center guard, maybe delay the play a little bit. You'll probably see Team Black try another peel or run, so just trying to delay the play a little bit.
Hard, Kate, you gotta go. Right over. Yeah, that's fine. You gotta go.
This one's coming pretty deep.
Okay, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Good.
This gives Team Black an opportunity to hit and roll under the corners, or she might just decide to kind of fully open it up.
Thrilled for everyone to know that he's in the tanker sports. He has to wear red boxers. And hot hot. If it works, it works. I mean, he's one of you.
Well, Team Purcell continues on this for the way they're playing to make it a great run. Later this evening. You might not be able to guys, but he's certainly with the team, for sure.
Veteran on that team. And,
This one should be pretty close.
veteran necessarily, but 22 and 24. So
Not the ideal outcome there from Carly.
I get 2.
Yeah, a little bit of a mystery face there of not really
Yeah.
knowing what went wrong. She could hit anything low, and so to hit it and jam it high was a little unexpected there.
Line's good. Room. Line's good. Stay close.
It's curling.
Her shooter didn't roll to an ideal spot either. It's clogging off the intern draw there for Christina, so they're gonna have to do some peeling, some opening up, try to open up that center for Christina's last.
I get to play occasionally.
Yeah, there's a lot of junk in front, which is really what Sarah Chater's team is after. If they can steal one, it's a real, I'm going to call it a real steal.
Exactly. Yeah. This is
Stealing an 8 in a tie game.
a pretty big deal.
Heavy.
I do see the hole there, and I see what Christina's seeing.
Yeah, this one's gonna
It's
curl
just really
quite
tricky.
a bit. Might get lucky here, or extremely unlucky. Just take
Yeah,
the
I'm not sure I was fully committed to that one.
no.
If you make it perfect, it's awesome, but all of the misses sucked.
Yeah.
If you ticked either of the guards, and those blue ones are coming to bite Christina here too.
Yeah.
They're really closing off her future draw to try to get into that forefoot to get her one potentially
Exactly.
later.
It's looking like she's gonna have a pretty tricky shot right now to score if it keeps up like this. This looks like it's coming a bit deeper though. It might give Jen a chance to make a double, possibly kind of open it up a little bit more for Christina.
According to Shelley, who has the best curling delivery in Nova Scotia. She's going to give it to Jen.
Okay.
She's such a tiny human and can throw bombs with ease. That's a quote. That's
Yeah.
not me. That's a quote.
Let's see if she can live up to that. It's pretty good. Opened it up.
Yeah,
The
very
yellow.
nice shot.
Yellow didn't go quite as far as they would have liked, but opened it up nonetheless. At this point, Team Black is just really hoping to get their one this end
Yeah. 90.
and rebuild for the next.
At this point. Oh, there's the one.
And this is why they pay the skippers the big bucks.
Yeah, exactly.
Pressure draw into the 4-foot. You're around
Yeah.
the center guard.
So like a 4? 90. Yeah.
It's just not worth the risk. Jamming,
You got it.
not scoring.
I think we gotta go, Sarah. Gotta go a little bit.
Sweepers think it's a little light here going early. It's really wide out there.
Yeah, you jump it early and you send it on that wider path.
Yeah. Still on the outside of that yellow one.
Wow. Found no curl there.
No.
All right.
Kate Callahan giving us her honest opinion there. Wonder if there's a draw there for Christina.
It's tempting.
Yeah, or
Get
even
there
this
first.
hit and roll. Like, there might be just a chance here to set up a possible skipper's deuce so she can make something around those corner guards.
What do you like? I don't know what I like. Do try the double.
It's not available.
Here. See you ever coming around.
What do you like here, Ben?
I'm tempted with the cold draw.
Yeah. I'm liking that too.
I just don't like how close they are of like if you're ever outside and you
Yeah.
tick that one and you like
Just
send them to
roll
the
your-
side and then you
yeah.
roll out across the side.
It's not good. It's true.
And you have to play it
Oh, real close.
It's pretty like there's a lot of room for error here. There's a lot of rings to roll to over there.
you can roll.
Exactly, and
Pretty far.
there's no hole between any of the guards. So as long as you roll kind of anywhere on the other side of the center line, it's a pretty good shot.
Yeah, any part of the word Halifax in the rings is going to be fine.
Yeah. It is going to leave Mackenzie an open draw to the top 4-foot, but hopefully Christina's probably just hoping that she's going to have some sort of shot on her last one to score here. This thing's definitely got a curl. Just knows it, so
She just did. 10. We're probably doing what she just did. We're probably doing what she just did. Yes. 10. Okay.
she knows this is going to be a pretty tough score for Christina.
Yeah,
Might have to hit and roll off that wide yellow one.
it's a really weird steel setup.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't actually. Yeah, she doesn't want to roll behind because she wants to block the draw. She wants to
Exactly.
just do the exact same thing.
yeah.
Little down.
Felt the curl going on this.
Good enough.
That was nerve-wracking there for a minute.
Got a timeout called here for Christina. Gonna kind of take her time with this, decide what's the best shot for her single.
They're all in the 12 foot, but
None of them are looking very tempting to me, but
Yeah, I'm personally, I think I'd play the draw through the port that may not be there,
yeah.
and Coach Carroll agrees with me, or
That's
maybe not,
our-
or at least is enjoying my joke.
That's our Sunday morning math for you.
I think it's there with the amount of those curling, and even if you chip it off the yellow in the top of the 12-foot there, you're probably going to get shot.
I mean, you could also play the same shot she just played, hit and roll off that one
Yep.
that her broom's on right now.
It's a very similar shot to that too.
You just gotta be biting the 8-foot. Like you don't have to hit much of the rings, but you do gotta. It's pretty risky. Every shot's pretty risky. I mean, if you play that, I think the yellow that you hit spins in off of that other yellow, so it's none of them are looking great. That hit and roll over there is looking.
Yeah, the blue one is in the way enough to be a problem.
Yeah.
Coach Carroll agrees with hitting the one on the side.
Yeah. They don't want to play the draw through the port that's not there, unfortunately.
There. Yeah. This is there. Yeah. Well, where did you throw it?
Big shot here for Christina.
Yep.
Looks a little funny. It's gonna chuck it to the wings, so it'll probably go out the side.
Might take out our crowd over in the back.
Deliver the rock. We can't just say we don't want
Okay.
to throw it and just push it down to the other end and throw it.
Looks pretty close. Oh,
Very nice, just by the guard.
great shot there for Christina.
Really nice shot.
That's a big pressure shot there for the skipper. So
Yeah, she threw it well.
yeah.
Good sweeping call.
yeah, they'll be forced to their single. So we're going into the 9th end. Christina Black up 8-7 against Mackenzie Mitchell.
That one came with some complimentary heart medication.
Absolutely. For us and them.
Yeah, so Christina Black up 8-7 after 8 ends. And just a quick update from the men's game. Purcell is solidly in control. They took a 3 spot in 7 to go up 8-2 after 7. And I think I saw Adam McEachran throw his second and third through. So just hit anything that's blue.
Yeah.
Just get blue rocks moving.
So thin that he might have hit zone and ricocheted into the blue, and I feel like that would have been hard for course.
Yeah. Any half make misses they've got some lucky results a couple of times too, so.
Center guard being called here.
Keep it going. Straight to center.
Most likely they're going to really try and force Team Mitchell here to their single.
Straight to center. Go, 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 go.
So, something around this guard, what's Owen doing? Is it an open guard or open rock or?
Finishing up second stone, so can replace the guard. Maybe inequitable.
Line's good. Line only. Yeah, we're back 8. You got room.
Super saying this one's pretty hot.
Back 8. It's trying, but we're still back 8.
Okay. Just let it sit. If it's back 8.
Okay.
Okay. What did you get on that?
Not number 2. Follow him around. See the peel on that.
Yeah, and slipping back behind the tee line there. Christina can get some solid control as with rock spot in the center line and one sitting on top of Team Mitchell's.
Yeah, a nice opportunity here for Shelly to lock one right on top. Needs to curl quite a bit, but the finish is... Nice shot there. It's a great shot.
Jiggle around a bit. You got it.
That is a bit of a guard.
I got less on this. We gotta go.
Nice
Top
hit.
12.
Right here.
Yeah, go. Nothing.
There.
You gotta keep going. Yeah.
Nice hit. Hard.
The one in the ring.
Hard. As hard as it'll go. Hard. Hard, 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 hard. Good.
It's a pretty nice shot there from Kate.
Good shot can be used later.
Yeah.
Good adjustment there of putting one just behind the button and then responding and putting one very nicely top floor.
Exactly. Christina's calling the guard here, trying to just clog up the center as much as they can. They're definitely, of course, looking to force Team Mitchell here, but if they happen to generate a steal, that wouldn't be bad either. So, nice shot by Carly.
Curls. 1 night a week. Replace your gripper. Let it fall apart.
I'm kind of seeing. Only rolls to a corner. That's fine.
I like that, Sarah.
What, like, how much?
Good piece.
Slash double.
Like more than easy?
Just like 8.
Okay.
You got it. Just easy. Yep. You got it. Like you can.
Sarah loves to throw these big weight peels. She's very good and very accurate with these.
Easy. Hard, Kate. Hard, Kate. Hard, Kate.
Okay, pretty good shot. She made the blue double. We'll leave her shooter there. But got rid of both the blues, so definitely not a bad outcome.
Yeah, that Blues Rock's looking a little lonely now.
Yeah.
It's in a great spot, but lonely nonetheless.
Yeah.
I don't know if he has a choice though. If he
No, he has to come around. Right.
I want to play slash double, give up 2 max.
Carly will try to put this in the same spot she put her last one. Just on the center line.
Put another one in the ring. Get 2. Have options.
Same shot's going to be called here for Sarah.
Like back line, the ball
You got it, Sarah. Like you can.
field. Ball's working on field. Second shot on the last set. Is that good? Yep. Elbow splits.
Peel. Yeah, hard, Kate. Oh.
Just going to get the single.
Good.
Oh,
Oh,
nice
nice.
shot. just ticked it. So
Very nice.
yeah, it's a great shot there from Sarah.
Sean Stone is that yellow. Purcell Stone. So he's looking at a freeze. To sit two.
That call, I mean, I don't know if there's,
Two.
you're not getting any over the head, so.
And he's actually indicating that the stone is freezing because it's an overburied stone at the back eight, but just sit two in a spot that Paul doesn't have a double. And spot is using his back line as a catcher. 5 4 foot, side 8 foot.
Clean. Clean. You're good. Good.
Keeping things pretty basic here. Keep putting up the center guards. Keep peeling it. Trying to generate a little bit of a miss, a little bit of a not quite the right angle, a little bit of a nose hit.
Exactly.
Till we get down to skipper's stones and see if one of the teams decides to move some rocks around in the house.
Still a really tough shot to stick around. Wow, Owen, I don't think could have taken that down and placed it in a good spot.
Pretty good guard there from Jen.
Yep, nice guard.
Yeah. Just try to get something moving. Okay. Like a hair high? Yeah, just a hair. Okay. With peel? Yeah. Okay. They shouldn't move. Okay.
Either way, across the top, but I think, back yellow always goes into the blue. He played on the other side, so this is a super thin double. But Adam knew it.
Close. Whoa. Whoa. Sarah.
Trying to run this back. Maybe get some action on the center line. They're just gonna try to get the shaker go.
Yep.
Not a bad outcome.
It was close and it was there, but it was definitely
Exactly.
needed to hit it in a very specific spot.
Yeah.
I don't know that that'll make contact.
And another steal or two, and that is going to be handshakes, and it'll be
It's the end of the game over there on sheet 8.
Yep, Purcell stole 2 again,
Purcell. And just
taking it 10-2 over Teams Fleming. Paul had a rough one for to even just score there. So Purcell plays against Manuel for the 3rd time
Yeah.
for all the marbles. Manuel's won twice already, but it doesn't matter anymore. Even record. Playing at 6 o'clock down at the Helvex Crawling Club tonight. You can come down, sit on the patch, enjoy. Watch it literally feet away. And Purcell seems to have bounced back from the loss last night, so they were firing on all cylinders this morning.
Yeah.
So it should be a good one.
until 2 o'clock, women's final.
It's an underrated shot by a skip, but that's a very nice guard.
Yeah.
That's pretty much exactly where you want it.
Yeah. Guards are sometimes the hardest shots to make when you got to put them in the perfect spot. So it's definitely a lot of pressure to put those in good spots.
Especially on high quality ice.
Exactly.
It curls so much at the end and it's so weight sensitive.
Yeah.
And you don't know exactly when it's going to stop and you don't know if it's going to spin right at the end.
Exactly.
Peel? Yep. Okay. Peel. We're gonna be close. Sarah.
close. Making
Yeah, it's very close.
it's a nice shot. Opened it
really
up a little
bad.
bit more. Oh. Maybe. Okay, so she left.
Yeah,
Her shooter. Okay, yeah.
yeah,
So,
if Christina welds one on here,
yeah.
it's going to be hard to score.
She's just trying to probably nose freeze right on the top of the hearts there.
Yep,
Trying
just
to make it tough. Even she's gonna make it tough to give up a steal of one. If she can lock it right on, it'll be tough for Mackenzie to get either of those blues out. So
yep. Pro side is definitely a little bit on the high side here,
Yeah.
so that the jam becomes just a little bit more natural.
exactly, and a little light would definitely also be the tolerance to, if you leave it high and leave a guard, it's not as bad shot either. Looks pretty close. They're saying 7, which is right on the tee line.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
It's a pretty good shot. It's almost the best spot you could have put it. It's
Yeah,
pretty guarantee steal of. I mean, I don't know how you get both blues out to score 1. That blue's always going right back onto that yellow.
There's no way we're scoring, so
No.
I think it's
I mean,
the in-offs
if
there.
you get
Yeah. That's like a redirect.
The redirect. Yeah.
If she hits this anywhere on the outside, it's a steal at 2.
Yes, it is.
And if you hit it too far on the outside,
Outside
it's
is
a
still
steal at
3.
3. Gotta be careful here. You heard Mackenzie say that she doesn't think she can score, so she's just trying to get just a bit inside of nose and just kind of try to spill out one of the
just
blues and
just
give up 1.
Just yeah.
we just like we have to keep our
It's gonna take with me time. You got it, Max.
You got it.
most important is to keep this shooter.
Yep.
If you're Team Mitchell here, you give up a steal of 1. It's not the end of the world. Coming home down 2 with. It's not a bad situation to be in.
Weight's nice. Yep. Yep. Price me, gotta go.
Got to keep it on the center line here.
Yeah. It's a nice shot. Just a steal of 1 for Team Black. So going into 10, 9-7 for Black. Mitchell's got hammer. In the home stretch.
In the home stretch.
One more end.
And, well, we've got a little bit of a break. Both teams have lots of time, so time will not be an issue going into the last end. There are Nova Scotia curlers about in the world in other very important tournaments. We have 2 Nova Scotians on the 2024 Winter Youth Olympic Games in Gwanwang Province in Korea. Both Nathan Gray and Owen Fisher. Nathan's from Dartmouth, and Owen's from Truro. And their coach, Alan Radford, is there as well. So they take on, let me check my dates. Today's the 21st. Great Britain next. And because it's so far ahead time-wise, Switzerland will not be too far behind.
Yeah. They're currently 1-2. Their record. So
Excellent.
looking to have a good game against Great Britain. and kind of bring it back.
Oh, if they're 1 and 2, then Switzerland next.
Yeah.
All good.
Yeah. Yeah.
All good.
Christina Black's calling this top 4 because she knows wherever she goes, Mackenzie's going to throw up a corner guard. You know, Mackenzie's going to be generating her deuce right from the gate, so try to get that one in a good spot to start and put up the guard on her next, I would say.
Yeah, she's had some success with the throw it in and then guard it strategy in the last end. So
Exactly.
looking to keep that momentum, keep those shots very similar to last end as well.
2. Hard, Sarah. Hard 2. Yep. Mine's good. Stay with it. Hard, Sarah. Yeah, a little bit. Yep. Hard. Good. That's good. Okay. Line's more important here. Line's more important.
Try to guard this up here.
Yeah.
Shelly was not happy with it out of her
No.
hand.
I think
She's doing the lean and the praying and the curling
Yeah.
and the leaning. That's a fine shot though.
Yeah.
The line, Mackenzie's never going to hit it.
Exactly.
Having those being frozen in the forefoot, that's a good place to be.
We see the double corner guard being called now from Mackenzie Mitchell. So Kate's-
Finally.
Exactly. So Kate's going to try to put this one a tight guard and give themselves double corners to work with for the rest of the end.
3. 3. Mine's good. Weight's good. Tight. We're tight. Weight's good. Weight's good.
Nice shot
Good,
there.
good spot.
You can hear the fans out there having some fun on the patch.
We've got some lead fans out there.
Yeah.
Lead all-stars.
Exactly. This looks like a pretty good guard here.
This looks nice.
Yeah.
Needs to finish just a wiggle. There it goes.
Great shot. Now Mackenzie's gonna have a decision to make. She's gonna have to deal with those two on the forefoot at some point, but I think
Like, I was thinking that.
Yeah, you got to play that.
Even roll to the other corner. So. Yeah, you can do that too. What do you like?
It's actually not that far from my place. It's not till
I don't mind rolling to the other corner. Seems like a pretty good shot. I think whatever Mackenzie does here, we're going to see Team Black peeling some corners.
I'm just thinking like. This kind of needs to go. Yeah. 10. You got it, sir.
Do you hate Smith more? You can say yeah.
9.
I like 9, yeah. Okay, so
They're changed their weight call to a 9 here, which makes it harder to stick the shooter. So we'll see how much action she gets off of it.
Probably more like 9.5. Yep. Yep. Whoa.
She's gonna roll out here. That's the issue with throwing the
Yeah.
extra weight.
Yep.
It's just gonna roll out.
You need to keep all your yellow rocks in play.
Exactly.
Rolling out might as well be throwing it through.
Yeah.
Carly just made this.
Yeah.
Time to make it one more time.
It's really good. We're just beyond the New Scotland, I think.
There's the using of the sponsors on the ice to judge the right.
Just beyond your berm.
Gotta just finish it a little bit here. It's a great spot.
That's perfect.
We're seeing the draw play now.
I think you can. T-line. 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 T-line.
Good shot. I like this call. It's kind of, if she makes this good, it blocks off the corner guards for Team Mitchell. You can't really use them anymore. She makes a perfect freeze here.
Yeah, and if she's at all late, putting the guard into that hole takes away all of Mackenzie's hit and roll
Exactly,
opportunities
yeah.
later. Or at least makes
Totally
it
agree.
take multiple shots to get there, and we're running out of rocks.
Yeah.
That does look like more than what Sarah just threw here.
Looks like a pretty
Oh,
good
no.
shot here.
They both kind of,
They kind of lost it there.
both rocks did the same thing. They both spun and
Yeah.
stopped.
Okay. Trying to wait.
If Christina could just keep guarding those two blues here, I don't really
Yeah,
know what they play.
Whatever you want to throw.
The ones in the...
Okay.
I was surprised that she didn't throw another center guard.
Yeah.
You can chase there, but now that rock's third rock. There's a really spicy hit and roll at some point
Yeah.
off of that into the center.
Whoa. 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 Off, Sarah. No. Roll it, Kate. Roll it. Roll it. Roll it. Go, go, go.
It's a nice shot.
Yep, nice shot.
You can tap that.
That solves a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Just got two problems left in the top four.
Halfway. Halfway. To your broom. To your broom. It's just beyond your broom.
Showing that side is probably...
All time. Yeah. Time out.
I think we need a minute to.
Team Mitchell does have both of their timeouts using their first one here. They still do have lots of time as well. Well over 6 minutes. Just under 3 minutes. Got the wrong color there. Lots of options here. Coming around the one on the center line. Start moving those ones off of the forefoot. Also the little hit and roll off of the blue one on the side. Into the pile to move them as well. I think both of those are good leave good options. And then the run on the center is there as well to just start getting blues moving. Because of that angle, you can get all three of them moving somewhat.
Yeah.
Okay, we got 15 seconds.
Hack. Gonna try to move the ones it's frozen on the forefoot there.
I think a big part of the decision is they only have 3 rocks left to move 2 blue ones off the forefoot.
Exactly, yeah.
Sarah by the guard, okay? And Kate, stay close. We can see him jump here a little bit, so with half it might be, like even if we call for curl, stay close.
It's a pretty big shot here from Kate Callahan.
Yeah, this is no gimme.
No.
Close, close.
Seems like a lot.
Close! Yes! Whoa! Sarah! Sarah! Kate!
Oh my god.
Great shot.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Very stressful as a sweeper when both people are telling you to do.
I was stressed and I wasn't.
It's usually a good sign, though. If they don't know what to do, you're probably making
Yeah,
the shot.
that's what we always say. If it's like a hard row, you know it's pretty close. Christina's gonna try to draw to her full 4 blue. Goes to show you how they really wanted that draw by Jen to be right frozen to that yellow one.
Yeah, and that guard overcurled
Exactly, yeah.
just a hair
Yeah.
in order to leave that side of those rocks open enough just to come and move them around.
What a time to make that shot. Great.
Her line's pretty good.
Yeah, looking pretty good here.
Yeah.
Weight looks nice.
This looks pretty close. They definitely needed to curl a bit.
Yeah, they'd love to sit second there.
We have the double, Sarah. I think so.
Whew, tense times.
Yeah, this is a close one. It's harder behind the glass, folks. It's way easier when you're out there and you can actually do something about it.
She noses this.
Yeah.
Trying to double.
Deep breath. You got it. Like you can.
I was thinking if she knows this, Christina can't guard both sides. And then she'd have either a run back on either side. I think she's trying the double.
Little big. Sarah, you gotta go. Hard, Sarah, gotta go. Okay.
It's pretty good.
Okay. That's
Left the blue,
Yeah, it makes it harder to remove. It's weird that moving
Yeah.
that blue. I'm with you. I was really thinking hard of the blue nosing there was actually better than the triple.
Yeah, I didn't love that. Just the call. If they just kind of nosed it, Christina wouldn't have been
Yep.
able to guard both
They
sides,
just can't
and there would have
guard both sides, and it's a
Yeah.
relatively easy.
for 3.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta
I
save the
think-
shooter.
I think if they hit and roll to center, does the yellow jam and roll into the forefoot?
Probably. You gotta hit it pretty thick to roll to where you want to get to.
It wouldn't be the end of the world. Like, you're at this point, they're trying to force Mitchell to their deuce. So if they just roll it to center, I don't think Mackenzie would have a shot for 3. But you never know.
And that was their last time out.
Yeah.
They have lots of time, but
Yeah.
no coach consults left.
No. Yeah. Stand.
It's hard to,
She's looks like she's just trying to play the hit and roll to center.
Mm-hmm.
Tons of time on the clock for Christina. She's taking her time. Close. She's close. Great shot.
Really nice shot.
It's a great shot. Is there a shot for 2?
But you gotta send it sideways, I think, with the shooters.
I think it's too. I don't think it. I think it's too thin. If you hit the
Yeah,
top yellow
me
thin
too.
and make the double, your shooter's rolling out.
Yeah.
And
I don't see a shot here.
no, I think it's buried enough. The blue on the center line is buried enough that there's no double on the blues.
You might be able to play the in-turn around here into the in between them. I think they're level
Yeah.
enough where
Like
and
the
like
this-
your yellow's gonna spin in a bad direction, but
Yeah.
if it hangs, it only needs to catch 3 inches of the 12
Yeah.
foot.
I don't know what the. I think she's playing it thin into the blue. But I think her shooter's always rolling out.
All right, let's do it. Like you can. You got it. 9? Yep.
She's throwing a 9. Maybe she's trying to get. Maybe she is trying to cross the nose.
Yeah.
That's the. I think that's the only reasonable.
It's a lot of ice, though.
Shot.
I know
It
that the
is a lot
guards
of
are.
ice. I can't. Yeah. This will be pretty.
9.
Yeah, it looks like she's just trying to nose it. No, thin.
Okay, all right. Good game. Good
What a
game.
game.
And that's it. Christina Black over stealing a lot, but that didn't matter at the
Yeah.
end there. To win the semifinal
Yeah.
and advance to the final at 2 o'clock. Gets right back on the ice in a little bit. Mackenzie Mitchell's team went on quite the run there
They
out of
did.
the C bracket.
Yeah,
Just
they should
keep
be very
winning.
proud of
Should
themselves
be
for sure.
a very good team to look forward to seeing more of in future
Yeah.
years. And thank you for joining us today. We would love to see you down at some of the finals. And we'd just like to take one last shout out to our sponsors of on the men's side, we have the Oceans Contractors sponsoring the tankard for them. And then on the women's side, we have Scotties Provincial Playdowns here at the Halifax Curling Club. Please tune in again at 2 o'clock, where there will be the final match between Team Christina Black and Team Heather Smith.
Yep.
And they will be that one's for all the marbles. So come on down, enjoy a drink, go out onto the ice, hear them, be a little bit cold,
Exactly.
and enjoy. And then join us again at 7 o'clock, or not 7, it's 6. They
Yeah.
changed it, of course, for the final on the men's side of Team Purcell versus Team Manual. The third match for all the marbles there.
Exactly.
Okay, thanks very much for
Thanks,
joining me. It
guys.
was fun.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
See ya.